The emerging consumer, growing wealth, happy to spend money and confidently optimistic. The global shift in personal wealth is giving the middle class of emerging markets an enormous boost. By 2025, 400 million people in China are expected to have migrated to cities. Households that can afford spending on non-essential items in India will grow to 94 million by 2025. And in Indonesia, 90 million people are expected to join the middle class by 2030, doubling its current size. These are just a few examples to show that as consumers in emerging markets are developing their tastes and getting richer, their spending power is greatly on the rise. Who will profit from all this new money? Will it be the local brands? Or will their established global peers take advantage of their international market position? The battle is on. The local brands, originating in emerging markets and growing strong. For example, the Chinese telecommunications giant Huawei Technologies, Aspen Pharmacare in South Africa, sandals company Havaianas, Brazilian cosmetics firm Natura Cosméticos, Indonesian food manufacturer Golden Agri Resources. You may not have heard of these brands yet, however you will soon, for their ambitions are high. We know they can succeed. Samsung, Corona, Hyundai, HTC, all originated in emerging markets and are now powerful global market players sponsoring big events such as the Olympics. What is it that makes local brands so successful? One common success factor is innovation. Take the Brazilian cosmetics brand Natura, for example. Since 2007, the firm's sales have increased by a total of 107%. Natura Cosméticos built its brand through focused innovation and a commitment to sustainability. It zeroed in on the market for natural cosmetics, exploiting the mystique of the Amazon to woo the local growing middle class, as well as consumers in developed markets. But will the local brands be the big winners? It's not quite that simple. The competition is fierce. As the Credit Suisse Research Institute 2013 Emerging Consumer Survey found, global players are not that easy to beat. The survey shows that with more disposable income, emerging consumers seem to prefer global over local brands. A good example of this behavior can be seen in India. While only 7% of Indian consumers in the low-income bracket would buy a product from the cosmetic brand Garnier, this number rises to 20% of Indians in the high-income bracket. The same picture can be seen with fashion label Ralph Lauren in Indonesia and Nike in China. But why, with increasing wealth, are emerging consumers so drawn to global brands? As their incomes improve, emerging consumers look for trading up opportunities by shifting from unbranded to branded products. As low-income consumers, they often aspire to buy more expensive branded goods, just as high-income consumers do. The evolution of global brands has taken them through boom, bust, and the digital revolution. They've come out wiser, more agile, and more in tune with consumers, ready to take on challenges. There's no doubt about it. The battle for a share of emerging consumers' growing wealth is intensifying. The question is, who will lose out? Whereas previously local and global brands competed in different market segments, they're now confronting each other face to face. But there may be no losers in this crusade. Over half of the world's population is expected to have joined the consuming classes in little more than a decade. So while emerging markets today account for 32% of the world's total consumption, that number is expected to rise to 50%. Boiled down, both local and global brands can have a piece of the growing pie, as long as they're hungry enough.